It's the SavaniSis again. Today we want to show you the next edition of Nature. It is Nature Part 4. We're out here in nature in our favourite area up in Harrow on the hill.
Look at this, it's beautiful. Look at this.
It's absolutely stunning here. It's very opulent.
Let's get away from
Harrow
the
Boys School is. This is where Nehru went to school. Was it Nehru?
I don't know, but he's not really well respected.
He's not well respected, so scrap him. But the few politicians went, and also politicians are not very well respected, for obvious reasons. The guys that are woke will understand what I'm saying. But other than that, it's a beautiful area, you know. So yes, there we go.
In today's video, we're going to talk about breathing and how your breath can actually put you in a better state. You may not feel euphoric, but you will definitely feel better by doing these breathing techniques. Breathing, there's a huge upsurge of interest in breathing, and we've got Wim Hof to thank for this because he's made it very popular.
Wim Hof,
backed by lots of scientific studies. So even though we're in nature, we're not directly talking about nature, but we are talking about something that is natural, which is breath.
Breath. You have an abundance of breath, guys. It's free.
It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. You don't even have to go anywhere to do it.
Breath
You're doing it all the time.
Cost a thing.
Now, if you think about it, right? We think about exercise, looking after our bodies. Exercise, we think about eating good nutrition, being healthy. We think about looking good externally, looking after our skin, our hair, our nails, and we put a lot of focus on that. But do we focus on our breath? Our breath is something that we are doing 24/7. It doesn't stop. But most of us, when we breathe, in this day and age, we are all chronically stressed.
Chronically stressed.
What happens when you are stressed? Your breath is actually very shallow. It comes from up here. Now, it may feel normal to you to breathe like that because that's what you've been doing all the time.
This is totally normal. I'm not stressed. This is totally normal, man. This is how I breathe all the time. Shallow breathing. That's the way to go.
It's not normal. Let me tell you that. But it feels it because we're so used to it in this day and age.
Yes.
Until you actually start to breathe properly, then you realize, oh, this is how to breathe, and
This is how
this
to
is
breathe.
how good it can feel.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're going to get straight to it. And there are lots of benefits of breath. It helps with digestion, metabolism, calming down your heart rate, speeding up your heart rate if you want, waking you up, helping you to go back to sleep. It also has lots of effects on your immune system, inflammatory responses. There's a whole list of things that it's really good for. So,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into too much science because we can talk for hours and hours and hours about breath work, but I'll tell you two people to check out. The first one is Andrew Hoberman.
Andrew Hoberman,
He's a neuroscientist,
neuroscientist.
and he talks about breath and your mind-body connection, the neuroscience behind it. He does go a bit quick, so you do have to pay attention. Maybe have a notebook and take notes. The second person is, of course, our one and only lovable Wim Hof.
Wim
that
Hof.
sweet man who is spreading the
Hello,
word
guys.
around. Yes, that's exactly it.
Wim Hof,
spreading
man, the Dutch
spreading
guy,
the word
come on.
to the world about the importance of breath and how it has changed so many people
The
in this world
Iceman.
to live a more fulfilling life. Now, breath work, what's that got to do with activating Sukha?
Yeah.
Well, it actually helps to serve your emotional well-being.
Amazing.
So just imagine if you're feeling stressed, that's not going to do you any good. Your body's going to be in a survival state. Things are going to shut down. It's not going to work properly. So your immune system is not going to be designed for helping your body to grow and repair. Your digestive system will slow down. You might start to feel bloated or have digestive issues if you're stressed, and you're more likely for your body to break down with prolonged chronic stress over time. So you can eat all the healthy foods and exercise all you want, but if you're stressed in between all of that, then somehow you might still get some illnesses or diseases, and then you might question, but why? I was eating healthy, organic food, fresh juices, juice diet, I was doing detoxes, but you just forget the most important thing that's going on all the time, which is your breath. So one simple breath technique, and this is not mine, so I'm not gonna say I'm not claiming this is mine. This is actually Andrew Hoberman actually taught this. So if you're feeling stressed, Kashmeer's going to demonstrate. If you're feeling stressed and you're feeling anxious, anxiety, you might even feel like a little bit of a panic attack or something coming on. You might feel overwhelmed, like, oh, this is too much, I can't deal with this, right? If somebody tells you to think positive thoughts at that moment in time, how easy is that going to be? On a scale of 0 to 10. 10
Not
being
very
really
easy.
It's going to be 0. It's so impossible when you're in it, when you're in that state of stress or anxiety or overwhelm. How are you ever going to just suddenly think positive thoughts? You may think for a second and then it will just go back to negative thoughts. So one of the easiest ways to control your body so that it doesn't feel stressed anymore is not through your mind, it's through your breath. And as you breathe in a certain way, it's going to communicate with your mind to say, you can calm down now. Those thoughts don't have to race anymore, and everything slows down. And that's the easiest thing you can do when you're stressed. Forget trying to control your thoughts. Just focus on the breath. Anyone can do it. You can do it anywhere, sitting on the toilet,
Anywhere,
being at the
anytime.
desk at work. You can do it anywhere, right?
Breathe.
So one of the breath techniques where you want to oxygenate your cells, your lungs as much as possible, is 2 sharp breaths in and then a long breath out. Now nasal breathing is very important, so sharp breaths in through your nose, your outward breath should be longer than your inward breath. When you do that, it tells your heart to actually slow down, and everything slows down. So try that for 2 minutes and see how you feel afterwards. If you feel that 2 minutes isn't enough, then try that a little bit longer, keep going with it. The other breath, now let's say you're working and you get that afternoon slump, you know, when you just want like
Afternoon slump.
you want to sleep, but you know that you've got lots of work to do, and you've got to stay alert for the meeting that's going to happen. So that's not the best way to be. So how do you get yourself alert and get your heart going a little bit more? That is doing the opposite of what I just showed you. Is the inward breath has to be longer and the outward breath shorter. And what you'll do is you'll oxygenate your body much more that way. It will oxygenate your cells, your brain will start to become much more alert, and you will be able to function better. Now there's another 100 different ways to breathe. There's nasal breathing, where you go in, out, in, out. There's that one. There's one where you suck your stomach in and you breathe quickly. That's all pranayama, that's all yogic breathing techniques. I'm not going to go through all of those. I just wanted these 2 simple ones, which is easy to remember and easy to perform.
Yeah.
One more actually, just as a bonus.
Ooh, bonus breathing exercise.
Box breathing. It's used in the army so that soldiers stay calm amidst disaster or challenges, because it's so important for them. if you are in survival state and you're panicking, you cannot, your senses become heightened because you're looking for danger, but at the same time you can't actually think of a solution because your body's too much on high alert. You can't get clarity when you're in that state. So soldiers, it's so important for them to stay alert, but at the same time be able to think their way out of a situation. So box breathing is where you breathe, it's literally like a box. Think of a box. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. And that's all that is.
Wow.
And that's a really good way to relax
Box
and
breathing,
still
guys.
stay pretty alert and in any situation. So what I would say, the practical tips is try any of those 3 techniques, but try the techniques that suit you the most. So if you need to be alert, inward breath more, outward breath shorter. If you want to calm your body down through stress and anxiety and overwhelm, you want to then breathe in shorter and breathe out longer, a longer breath out. But give it at least 2 minutes. I'll say try and do 2 minutes because it will switch off your sympathetic nervous system, which is your survival stress response, and it will switch on your parasympathetic, which is your relaxation response. And so that's what you want to do, at least 2 minutes if you can. And the other thing is practice it every single day. Do it as a practice. So even when you're not feeling overwhelmed, but you might be feeling just slightly uneasy, just practice it so that it becomes a habit. If you don't practice it, you'll forget that tool. So when you're in overwhelm, you'll forget to use that. And that's happened to me because I hadn't used it made it a habit to use breathing as a way to calm my body down. So do that and make it a habit and do it every single day. What is 2 minutes or just 5 minutes?
You can do it
5-minute practice.
anytime.
Make it a morning routine or evening routine. 5 minutes of breath work. How difficult is that? Some people say, oh, I've got to sit down for a whole hour to meditate. No, 5 minutes of breath work. Just do that. Just commit to that if you can't do anything else, and know that it is benefiting you greatly, right?
In the long run as well.
And Kashmir, I want to say to you, thank you for the demonstrations of the breath techniques.
You're
You've
welcome.
done a good
You've
job.
got the animated
I am impressed.
demonstrations here.
The Wim Hof breath is where you go 30 times and then you do the outward breath and then you hold. What that's trying to do is, so the fast breathing is actually kicking in your adrenal glands to produce a lot of adrenaline.
Wow.
Right? So actually it's inducing the stress response. So you think, why would I want to do that? Well, when you do the outward breath and then you stay still, what you're actually doing is that you are controlling your mind and keeping your mind and your body still while adrenaline is being pumped. So in effect, you're training yourself to be calm in stressful situations. So it's all about control. How much control can you have through a stressful situation and still remain calm? So the Wim Hof breath technique is such a good technique for training your body and your mind to be calm when you're faced with intense challenges. Don't we all want that? We would all like a life without challenges, without unpleasant challenges, right? However, life as we know it will present us with certain challenges that are going to be something that you don't want, right? So how can you manage that challenge as best as possible and actually be in a calm state even though things around you are falling apart? Wim Hof breath technique helps you to do that. So
exactly. I hope that gave you a lot of value in this video. I hope you enjoyed the nature scenery as we walked and talked. Remember, happy breathing, guys, and as always, activate your Sukha, your inner joy.
And can we say, please subscribe to us?
Please subscribe, support the channel, support
the channel, and also like the video if anything resonates with you. You know, we would like to see that we're reaching out to people and they're having some sort of benefit, even if it's just out of the entire video you only got 1 minute or 30 seconds of some benefit. That's good. Our job is done. Right?
That's it. So see you on the next video, guys, and take care. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.